This is the Mosh Pit Backstage podcast for punk, metal and rock interviews and segments.
You're listening to Mosh Pit on SYN 90.7. I'm really excited because right now I am on the phone to Ben from Loose End. How are you going, Ben?
Well, thank you. How are you going?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
No worries at all. It's our pleasure. We love chatting to local artists here on Mosh Pit.
It's awesome. Thank you so much.
So we're really excited because you've just released a bit of music and you're launching the video clip for it this Sunday. Tell us about it.
So it's the Without a Trace is the last track of our EP, our debut EP, which we released in August last year. And we think it's the best song and it's off the EP. We're the most proud of it. So we decided to do a big video clip for it and do a big release for it. And the video clip is it's this awesome, like, wedding singer kind of inspired 1980s, like, kind of, it's got a bit of a comedic element to it, and yeah, we're really proud of it. Our good friend from Hoodwolf Productions, director, he kind of inspired the whole wedding singer kind of idea, so yeah, we really appreciate him.
That's awesome, because I was really interested to know, in some of your promotion videos online, you were kind of plugging some live gig videos, so Without a Trace is like a full-on production one, it's not just a live video.
No, not at all. Yeah, it was a full-on production. So we had, I think, 30 extras there. During the day, we had 2 cinematographers and like a sound guy and like a lighting guy, and it was pretty surreal. Like it was pretty weird to be around. Everything that was happening there was just for our clip, so it was pretty awesome.
Oh, that's really cool. So were you heavily involved in the conception of the idea of the video clip, or was that more your friend, the producer, that kind of gave you that?
So the original idea was to have like a wedding kind of theme, but it was going to be much more serious, kind of like have a really kind of serious note to it. But then we took it to our friend Hoodwolf, and he came up with the wedding singer, like 80s idea, and kind of, you know, a bit more like a comedic side to it, which we think it fits us better.
Yeah.
Because we don't, you know, we like to have a lot of fun, and we don't really take ourselves too seriously, and we wanted that to represent us through the clip, so we're very happy with it.
I've read that you all kind of have been playing around in bands before, but Loose End is a new project. Is this your first video clip that you guys have made, or have you had experience making them in the past with your previous bands?
No. So I've had none in my previous bands. I don't believe any of the other boys had any of the other bands. We had 2 for this one, but they were much more lower budget. One was shot on like an iPhone, and we didn't really get to promote them properly, nor should have we. This is kind of we want this to be the first introduction of Loose End.
Yeah, definitely. It sounds like it's going to be a very polished kind of image to put out there.
Yeah, we hope so. We really hope so.
So you've got the launch gig at the Bendigo Hotel this Sunday, and you've got Diploma, Bridge the Border and Frontier Season helping you out as supports. Why did you choose them to play with you this weekend? We've
known Diploma and Bridge the Border have been good friends for quite some time, actually, and we just really wanted just friends there, pretty much. That's what we want it to be. We want to play with people we know. It's much more funner, and we're big fans of all their music. And Frontier Season are a band we met maybe end of last year, and they're awesome too. And we also wanted to add a bit more kind of like diversity to the lineup. So we've got, you know, a few heavier bands, a few more punkier bands, and then we've got us and Bridge the Border, who are kind of more on the pop punk spectrum.
Have you been like finding playing around in Melbourne, you meet kind of new bands that you hadn't have heard of already, and you're like, hey, I want to play with you?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. I was trying to think. One More Weekend are our good friends, actually, and they've been I think we met them at our first gig, maybe our second gig, and we've played 3 or 4 gigs with them since then. Just awesome guys, awesome music. Yeah, it makes the whole experience so much funner.
Definitely. And for this Sunday, I was curious to know, what's the setup like, because it's a launch for your new video. Are you going to be wheeling out a projector and playing the video for everyone to see, or are you just going to be doing music sets?
Oh, no, that's a really good idea. We should have done that.
Yeah. Get onto your own high school.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, bringing the TV on the wheelie stroller. No, that we didn't even think of that. That's quite embarrassing. No, yeah, so we're just playing the music. That's it. Yeah, we might change it now though.
Yeah, or maybe you can dress up in the costumes that you had for the video.
Yeah, get out the old purple bow tie and the blue blazer. That would be great.
Yeah,
get hot and sweaty, but yeah.
Yeah, well, like musicians start with a bunch of clothes when they're playing gigs, but then they end up only wearing half of them by the end of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the Killers, they never finish in their suits.
I think that's part of the whole kind of show, isn't it? Not in a weird way, but, just the putting in all your energy into it.
Yeah, and when you're there up for 2.5 hours, what they would be doing as well.
With all the lights on you, yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
The Killers are definitely the kind of musicians you want to be taking cues from. I'm not sure in punk, but for showmanship,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're just, I saw them at Big Day Out, I think it was, when the Chili Peppers played, and they were just, phenomenal.
Yes,
they just, own it.
That was my first Big Day Out as well. That was such a great day.
Oh, there you go. Oh, it's such a great day. It was kind of like the last really good Big Day Out.
How about that? Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy the Pearl Jam 3-hour set the next year.
Yeah.
I love Pearl Jam, but 3 hours is just way too long for one artist. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I agree.
Oh, that's cool. I love this bonding. It's awesome. So you guys have been playing around for a while. I mentioned this earlier. So Loose End is a relatively new project, but when you've all had a lot of experience in the past, did that make coming into Loose End a lot smoother just because you kind of knew what you wanted from the project?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's why we came together so quick and why we bonded so quickly is that I don't think we got what we wanted out of the band in our old band, and we kind of all came together wanting to do more, and I think that's why we just started quickly, and we just started grinding as quickly as we possibly could, and just start playing shows. We're about to go into the studio and record our new EP in, I think, May.
Wonderful. So do you have a timeline for when you want to release that yet, or is it still kind of in early days?
We're hoping August, September. That's when we're really, really pushing for that.
Cool, well, we're going to keep an eye out for you then.
Oh, awesome, thank you.
No worries. And just before we play your track Without a Trace, was there anything else you wanted to share about the song before we give it a spin?
Check it out. We've got it up on Spotify, iTunes. If you could check out the video clip, we're super proud of it. It's on YouTube. I really appreciate it. And come down to the Bendigo Hotel on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Good bands.
Yeah, with Diploma, Bridge the Border, and Frontier Season.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Come down.
Well, thank you so much for speaking to us tonight.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
No worries. Have fun at the gig.
Thanks for listening to the Mosh Pit Backstage podcast. You can subscribe to us on iTunes and Omni. To find out more about the show, go to www.syn.org.au/moshpit. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/moshpitonsyn and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at moshpitsyn. The regular Mosh Pit radio show broadcasts punk, rock and metal tunes and interviews every Thursday nights on SYN 90.7 on FM and digital radios. Listeners outside of Melbourne, Australia can stream SYN 9.7 online at www.syn.org.au. Thanks to Vintage Ruin for the music.
Hi, this is Tommaso from Flashgun Apocalypse.
Hi, I'm Enid from Girls School.
I am Phoebe Pinnock from Heavenly Axe.
Hey, this is Gary Olney of the Misfits.
Hey, this is Kat Sproul from Horizon's Edge, and you're listening to The Mosh Pit on SYN FM.
Hi, this is Einar from Leopard.
Hi, I'm Virginia Lilly from the band Lily.
This is Raul from 1349.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ali from Zebrahead.
Hey, everybody, this is Charlie Benante with Anthrax, and you are listening to The Mosh Pit on SYN.